Are you into it, or are you ready to talk about plants? Do you like plants? Jeez Louise. What's up, everybody? It's Rachel with Heart Shaped Leaves. And as you can see from looking at my spread here, I've been to the nursery today. So we're going to talk today about a couple of things that I picked up. And man, it was really fun today. And they have a lot of cool stuff that I hadn't seen before. I went to an old favorite, which is Sharon's here in my area. But then I hit up a place that I had never even thought to go before, which is Southerlands here in my area. And wouldn't you know it, they had some really, really, really cool stuff. So Winston's going to hang out with me today. If you hear snorting or anything like that, it's not me. It's him. But, you know, whatever. You can think whatever you want to think, you know. So, coffee time out. Are you comfortable? All they can see is your butt now. Waiting. You want to talk about plants? Do you want to talk about plants? I bet people hate that. I bet they hate that noise, don't they? Tell them I love my baby. Anyways, disgusting. Chewy. Okay, so let's start with Sharon's because that's where I went first. So let's keep it in line. At Sharon's, I picked up so many cute things. First of all, I want to talk about the fern that I picked up because I'm super into ferns right now. And I'm telling you, when you have the humidity that's required for a fern, and ferns do well, they're the most beautiful plants in the whole world. I swear. I'm a sucker for anything with dainty leaves, and the ferns make me think of, I don't know, I guess Jurassic Park came out when I was a little kid, so anything that makes me think of Jurassic Park, it's like, whoa, that's so cool. They had this super cool fern when I went up to Westwood Gardens in Fayetteville the last time I was there, but I didn't pick it up, I swear. It was as tall as I was, and the fronds were like whole fists that were coming up from it. It was so cool. I might get it when I go back. I don't know. I'm clearing out some space for some highlight stuff in here. You know what I mean? Always looking out for making room for more new plants. So this fern is called a pumila fern, or that's what the guy at the nursery told me. And it is spectacular. I love it so much. I'm gonna hang it up either in here or in my bedroom, and I'm not sure where yet. I'm pretty sure it's low light, just like most all ferns, or medium light, I'm sorry. But this stuff, it feels like cotton candy. I don't know. It's just so soft. And I don't know if it's like a maidenhair where you're not supposed to touch it, because if you're not supposed to touch it, then it's going to die, because I've just been touching it nonstop since it got here. So there's that. But this, I mean, I haven't decided what I'm going to name it yet. And I don't name all my plants, but you know how some of them just call out. They call out to be named. Yeah, it doesn't say on it. It just said, he just told me pumila or something like that. I'll look it up. But it was $17.99, and these any hanging baskets today in Sharon's were 25% off, so that was sweet. And that was pretty much what sold me. Oh, it's going to get me in the head. But yeah, this fern is really, really wicked cool. I love it. And I can't wait for it to get big, man. Big and unruly. Could you imagine something that's this big already? Which it may not have that big of a habit, but if it does get bigger, oh, I can't wait. So beautiful. I've been looking at these types of ferns for a while, and I thought, oh, well, I'll get a small one and watch it grow, which is what I always told my husband, but, you know, sometimes you don't want to wait for things to grow. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to bring a big ass plant home. And that's what I did today. Next at Sharon's, I got 3 different varieties of begonias. And I haven't ever seen these begonias at Sharon's, or on Logie's website, or on Josh's Frog's website, or otherwise. I have seen seeds of these plants for sale, but I haven't seen these for sale. And it's called Begonia Bossa Nova Yellow. These are trailing begonias. Okay, now I think I did see a couple of trailing begonias on Logis or one of those websites, but they were out of stock, so can't get it. So when I saw this completely different, interesting flower on these begonias, not to mention, you'll see in the side shot over here, but these leaves are stunning. And I know the word stunning is pretty overused in the plant world, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. And sometimes stuff's just stunning. You know what I mean? Geez, you know, sometimes it's just stunning. But these are beautiful. There's a different adjective. The little baby yellow blooms are just gorgeous. And it's like a begonia bloom, but completely different because it's like been all stretched out, you know? Really, really cute. Okay. The next begonia, which is the exact same variety as this begonia. Let's see what the name on it says. Bossa Nova Red. So the same kind of weird, elongated, almost like goldfish plant shaped type blooms come out, and then it goes boop, and they all pop out at the end, and it's really cool looking. You can see the little tag for Bossa Nova Red, and I'm gonna do, you're gonna be looking at it over here anyways. But it's like the yellow one, and someone hit the lightener button on the leaves, and you go to like a medium type green on these. So beautiful, love it. Oh, also, by the way, oh yeah, I already said that. These are trailing. I'm pretty sure I said that. I'm not sure. Anyways, if I didn't, this is a trailing variety, which is so cool. I'm so excited to put it in a little hanging basket. It's gonna be cute. Third trailing variety of begonia that has even lighter leaves. So dark, lighter, lightest. This is the begonia Encanto Orange, which, you know, I love orange is basically what it is. I'm pretty sure in Spanish, maybe Encanto Orange, I'm not sure. Same deal, wicked weird looking blooms on it. Check it out right over here. And it almost looks like a platypus duck, a platypus bill. Really cool looking, really cool. I can't wait to get them, like I said, potted up in some hanging baskets. And when they start really coming over and trailing over the sides, that's gonna be wicked awesome. I'm not a big fan of the dragon wing begonias or the waxy begonias and things like that. I just don't like the way they look. Maybe it's just because they've been overdone in everybody's landscaping and stuff like that, and this was really kind of close to being that waxy looking dragon wings thing, which if you like it, I'm not knocking it, I'm just saying my taste in particular, but this was really close to being like that. But those blooms on this thing are just, they're alien-like, especially if you're pretty familiar with begonias. I'm not familiar with it, but you know, maybe I'm just in a little dark hole over here in, you know, my state. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Anyways, let's see. What else did I get at Sharon's? I think that's all Southerlands. Oh, one more thing from Sharon's. Check this little baby out. You can't see him. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. This is a new ivy, which, by the way, ivies give me all kinds of stress. They stay dry just like everybody tells you. Super dry like everybody tells you. And I got spider mites on my other ivy in my bathroom twice. And thank God it's sitting by itself, so I don't have to worry about everybody else getting the spider mites. But golly, I've used 2 bottles of neem oil on that plant alone. Not to mention the fact that I'm always in there with the spritzer, spritzing it, trying to keep it as moist as possible. All that being said, I obviously don't learn my lesson when it comes about plants, because I bought this ivy today that I will also be hanging in my bathroom. So, not super smart, but this one's called the Gold Child Hedrahelix, and I don't know if you can see, of course you can because I'm going to be showing it over here up close and personal views, but this baby has full-on yellow leaves down here at the bottom. Now, I don't know if it's an immature and then they mature to have some green in them, or if these tips got more light here at the end, towards the end of the cycle before we got them from the nursery, or what. But it's going to be exciting to watch it grow. I'm going to be keeping it misted from the beginning instead of letting it get to the point where it gets spider mites. And I'm just really excited about that. This really long leaf right here, immature leaf. That's cute. Anyways, so I picked up that ivy also. Really cute. So all three of these trailing begonias right here, and this beautiful gold, I'll just call it the Golden Child. We'll remember that. All you 80s babies out there, do you remember that Golden Child movie with Eddie Murphy? That was a pretty good one. I think they showed it on HBO, or not HBO, but like MTV over and over and over again when I was growing up. It's a pretty good one. All right, now let's move on to Southerlands. Couldn't be much happier about the fact that I have another new place to go look for plants, because not gonna lie, they're getting kind of repetitious. And I'm going up to Dallas this weekend. I'm delivering some puppies up there, and let me tell you, Mama's excited to visit some nurseries in Dallas. Super excited. Can't wait. I've already got 3 or 4 picked out. It's gonna be serious. We're gonna need the whole day to do it. I'm gonna spend the night up there. Obviously, I'm gonna make some films and stuff while I'm up there of the different nurseries and whatnot. I'm sure it's gonna blow the panties right off of this place down here, you know, so I'm excited. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Moving on. The first plant on my Southerlands haul is Fairy Forest Collection plant. It's got this little tag on it, and it says Fairy Forest and the whole 9, so it's pretty cute looking. This one's called the Lex Crenata Jersey Jewel. Never seen a plant like this ever. I mean, I'm sure I might have at some point in like some sort of a bonsai garden. Check it out right over here, real close up with me. It's got like almost like a mother of thousands type feel to it. The way that, look at this top part, it's just crumbly. I don't think it liked whatever was happening to it at the Southerlands there. It's got some new growth on it though, so it looks okay. Almost looks like a mother of thousands. You know how it has those little tiny little dog ears all the way around the room? Super cute. I mean, super bonsai. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it just yet, but I'm excited for the possibilities. I just want to see it grow really well because those leaves are so little. I'm such a sucker for tiny leaves. Anyways, very cute. And I kind of like this little Fairy Forest collection, as you can see, because I picked up several from that collection. So, next up on our Southerlands haul, I picked up this really beautiful oxalis burgundy. Now, I don't think I've seen anybody have an oxalis burgundy, and I've seen the oxalis with the little white veins in them. I've seen the oxalis with, it looks like with an iron cross in the middle, the regular purple and the regular green, but I haven't seen burgundy oxalis. So check it out over here. Look up close. This stuff is so beautiful. Super cute, little bitty tiny heart-shaped leaves. You know what I'm saying? Love it, love it, love it. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you. So my purple shamrock plant has gone to be with the Father, and it's my fault. I put him out there in the dog room and put him too close to the window, and he put the dust in record time, really record time. I mean, it was, I think, one day that he was out there, and I thought, oh, he'll be fine. And I went out there, and he was not fine. He would look like someone had actually lit him on fire and then blew him out by the time I got out there. So I have to replace the oxalis in my collection, because this is now the only oxalis in my collection, the burgundy oxalis. Real cute. Thought you guys might like that one. Trying to save like the best 2 in my mind for last. All right, next up is begonia go-go rose. This is a tuberous begonia, and I have a couple of tuberous begonias, but I don't have any with leaves like this. And it's crazy because last night I was up looking at Logi's. Yeah, I was looking at Logi's and some of their begonias that they had for sale, and I saw that a lot of these circular spiral leaves, and they almost have like a, I I don't know why, but they remind me of frogs and lily pads, the way that the leaf is put together. Some of them are kind of a burgundy color, some of them are more of a lime green, and this one was kind of crispy because it was getting more sun than it should. But I've never seen this variety of begonia. There's millions, I'm sure. I don't even know if that's an exaggeration or not, but there's a lot. And I don't know, maybe every time I go shopping I'll find a new begonia. Wouldn't that be awesome if I did though? That would be awesome. Really beautiful, really cute plant. And as you can see back here, I've cleaned out a lot of space for these plants because Mama got her lights hooked up in her bedroom and the succulents are bathing in the sun, along with my Pilea peperomoides and a lot of other plants. And I couldn't be more excited about those lights in there, you guys. Like, when you see like how well your plants, your house plants can do when they actually have light, it is amazing. It's amazing. Like, all my succulents are turning colors. All my begonias that were really kind of stalled out are growing super, super, super well now. It's awesome. It's real awesome. So, this plant, you see my ratchet ass table? I'm gonna knock it over. I need to get my elbows off the table. I'm sure Winston's snoring is completely audible through my microphone at this point. And I'm trying to figure out what I should do about it. Hey buddy, you're snoring. You're snoring in my mic. Moving on. The next plant that I picked up at Southerlands, another fairy garden collection. This one is called Juniperus communis miniature. Really cool plant. Bonsai-ish like tree, fairy garden tree, however you want to put it. The tendrils that go up with the leaves on it, or whatever you want to call it, are like a lime green, and the little leaves that come off of those are like a hot iced blue. It's really, really cool looking. I don't have any bonsai trees in my collection at all. So this and this, these are my first two fairy garden bonsai, whatever you want to call them, trees, and I'm really excited for them because I've noticed that a lot of my plants get a lot bigger than I thought they would. Even when they say that the growth habit's only supposed to be this tall or whatever, I'm providing some pretty prime time conditions because my plants get big. So excited about these because they will stay small. Another thing about this plant right here is that the hubby picked it out. So it'll be one of those closely watched plants that hopefully I don't screw up and turn brown within 5 to 10 business days. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Super cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All this stuff so far that we've talked about, totally in love. Fungus gnat. Look out. Okay, now this, I don't think you guys have seen this. Look at that. Isn't that cool looking? Okay, don't tear up all the plants, Rachel. This right here is called a Pseudoanthemum Black Varnish. And this thing is really beautiful, guys. I hope that the lighting on the side video over here is good enough because this thing is black as tar. Like black. Winston, shh, 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 shh. He's awake now, and those noises are still coming out. He can't help it. He's got the awake and the asleep apnea. Hey, buddy, wake up. Lay on your back. Maybe that'll help, okay? Sorry. Anyways, this one's called Black Varnish, Pseudoanthemum Black Varnish. And, I mean, it is just, it's really, what color does it remind me of? What does that remind me of? God, nothing, guys. This is just as black can be. This is coal black. Oh, for all you gothy plant people out there that love to do like black gardens and stuff, this is your jam right here. And that's kind of, I guess, the little 1995 goth girl in me saw this plant and was like, ooh, gotta have it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had my smashing pumpkin days, you know what I mean? Who didn't? But, you know, after a while, Billy Corgan starts to sound like one of your kids that's whining at you. And I don't care, you could be mad at me if you want to, but Billy Corgan sounds like he's crying a lot. And at one point, that sounded good to me, but it doesn't sound good to me anymore. You know, what are you going to do? That's right, Rachel, make enemies with your viewers. This is my favorite one that I found today at Southerlands, and I've been seeing pictures of this plant for a long time. The variegation on this plant, looks like the sun has kissed little yellow spots all over the leaves. It is so fantastic. I love it so much. And the best thing about this plant is it's supposed to be medium light according to the card that came in it. You know, I haven't done my full research yet on it, or started to grow it yet. But this plant right here, I'm getting so lucky lately. It's like, I swear, it's like almost like a hone in on a certain kind of plant over the internet, and then it's like 4 or 5 trips later, I'm gonna nail that plant. It's gonna be found. It's gonna be in my collection. So it was super fun to find this plant, and I don't think anyone else was really as impressed. I was like, ooh, look at this, but no one seemed to be as impressed as I was with this. And I think it's called japonica. I may have said that already, but I'm not sure what kind of japonica it is. I'll probably put it down here, you know. I'll look it up while I'm editing this video. You know, editing me gets really sick of all my shenanigans and antics anyways, so. Oh, here's some other stuff that I got. Not plant haul related, but just some other stuff. I'll show you, I've been shopping. Got an Amazon delivery, and I told you guys with that last deal of ferns that I got, that I was gonna order some self-watering stakes so that my ferns won't go dry and give me the big plant finger like Betsy Begonia says when she said that on her video about had it with that, because she made me laugh so hard. They'll give you the big plant finger. These are called Blue Mat, and they are self-watering spikes. I picked up 2 boxes of these. I think they were kind of expensive. I was led to believe that they weren't that expensive, but they were kind of expensive. I potted up my ferns into a nice water retentive plastic pot so that nothing dries out. And you take this, you unwind it like so. You pop this little plastic top off of here, and then you soak this piece. Get it in the dark background. You soak this piece for about 15 minutes in water. You notice that there's no hole here. It's just like a little terracotta cone. So when you soak it for 15 minutes, you're going to take it to the sink afterwards. You're going to rinse it out. Then you're going to fill up this little reservoir all the way to the plastic top. You're going to put your plastic tip back on it. You're going to stick it in your plant. You're going to put this into a little reservoir of water, probably a mason jar if you're anything like me. I think I used something fancy this time, a plastic cup or something like that, you know, but then you set your cup right behind, or you discreetly hide your cup behind your fern, and boom. Check your cup, don't check your plant, because, you know, ferns, they don't want to go dry. Just make sure your cup always has water in it. So far, so good for me, and we're talking like a couple of weeks now. So here are ferns, and I've got a silver lace fern, and they both seem to be loving this little sucker, which is cool, because I was able to get about that self-watering little waking pot, which I thought looked like trash. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So, that was the Amazon Prime package. You woke up because you thought Mama had food. Okay. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. Over. Well, Winston left. That's all the stuff that I got today at Sharon's and at Southerlands, and it was a pretty sizable plant haul. I can't wait to get all this stuff potted up and put into their little homes in my home so that everybody can be happy, and it's going to be great. So thanks so much, all you plant nerds out there, for coming and looking at my little haul, and later taters, peace out, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Are you good? I love you.